you know we gon' talk about it. Let's talk about it. Get in here, we in here tonight. So get in here, we in here to vibe.
Beautiful people. Hey, my beautiful family. Let me know if y'all can see me and hear me. I said I'm a cam up for y'all, even though you know it is what it is, baby. Let me know if y'all can see me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Thumbs up in the chat. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up before you get comfortable. Let me know if you can see me and hear me clearly, honey. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Okay, I see the thumbs up. I see them. Hey, y'all, it's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a little bit. I have not cammed up in, I don't know, like a couple of months or so or whatever. I'm always forever breaking out. I just broke out again and I said, the hell with it. It is what it is. We going live. We going live, okay? So I'm here, y'all. I am here. This is your girl, Amoira, in person today. She said, I need that shirt. It's actually a little lounge wear thing. And I forgot about the lounge wear. We get there. I got so much stuff to do. I need to start trimming some stuff down so I won't be all over the place because I'm all over the place. So I need to take some stuff off my plate. But we're going to do that. We're going to do that. I'm going to talk about DDG in this live, and then I'm going to come back and do a separate live. And we're going to talk about the updates of Diddy and what's going on in that case, honey, because it has taken a turn. Seriously. We came out here the first day saying this, that, and the third. And now it's like, whoa, wait a minute. Hold on. Because we're going to get there. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. But, y'all, we want to talk about DDG today, honey. DDG. And the reason why I want to talk about him, because, baby, when I started reading these court documents and some of the things that he said and has been accused of doing, y'all going to be like, okay, we're just going to say that. So we're going to go over the court documents. Y'all, I got the entire court documents of the restraining order, honey. Halle Bailey stood on business. Okay. Hey, y'all. How's everybody? Y'all come on in the room. Hit that thumbs up button for your girl. Y'all come on in here. She said, you are so pretty. Oh, thank you. Appreciate you, baby. And thank you for sending that super chat. I'm loving it, baby. Yeah. And I don't, oh, hey, break room. I didn't even see yours. She said, let's talk about it. That's right. Hey, twin. Listen, I don't know who it was that told me yesterday. I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday. And they were like, you got to listen to Tisa Tales. And I was like, no, I already got somebody I'm listening to on the Diddy case. But y'all, I went over there to listen to Tisa Tales, and she is dropping some tea. So I'm going to be sipping her tea and coming out here and spilling it for y'all, okay? Because, honey, she is there. And I don't know if she lives in LA or maybe she went and rented an Airbnb. But she's in court every single day. I even told Jay, I said, babe, let's go to LA for 30 days and just, you know, so we can be inside the courtroom. He said, say what, girl? Are you crazy? That's what Jay said to me, y'all. Jay said, are you crazy? So we ain't there yet, okay? She got over 500,000 subscribers, so I would see why she would do something like that, all right? But I'm not there yet, but I'm going to be there one day. But Tisa Tales definitely is there in LA in court every single day. But anyway, we're going to get into this. We are going to talk about DDG. Okay, if y'all don't know who that is, let me put him on the screen. Oh, Lord, that's me. Okay, that is DDG and Halle Bailey. Okay, so let me give you a little back story of these two. Okay, hold on. Let me take my grandbaby photo down. Why do I have that up? Why do I have my grandbaby photo up? Hold on. I don't even know. Let me see. It says, do you want to open? Yeah, I want to open. All right, so his name is Daryl Dwayne Granberry, and he was dating. He's 27 years old, and he was dating Halle Bailey. She's 25. She was actually, she played in I think the Mermaid or something like that, some Disney show or whatever. Let me put my face up on the screen. Here I go down here. That sound kind of low, isn't it? Let me see. Maybe right here. Oh, right here. Okay, here I go. Oh, I can like this better. So anyway, but she's always in New York. Always in New York. I thought it was LA. Man, always in New York. Oh, is she from New York? I told Jay LA. She said you might actually sit in the courtroom for them high profile cases. Girl, I would love to. Man, I would love to. Now, if I grow y'all might just see your girl pulling up. Okay. Oh, she said no, she flew there. Ooh, so New York is not as expensive as in LA, huh? Hmm. But I told Jay LA, and he was like, he said, "Are you crazy?" She said she went there for the case only. And see, I guarantee you, let me tell y'all, hold on for a second before we get into this story. I guarantee you she went there and she rented an Airbnb just for this story. And you know what? That is so smart of her to do. Let me tell you something. You know how that could just make your channel blow up? Oh my God. If I would have thought about that, but I got too much going on this month. But if I would have thought about that, I would have done it, y'all. Maybe, next year, if something like this pop off, I could do something like this, a big high profile case. I will fly there for a month or whatever, and it'd be like a vacation and be in there every single day and give me all the tea. Now, oh my God, shoot. I wish I knew somebody in New York because I would definitely go. I don't know nobody in New York right now. I don't. But I would definitely go. She's been on the story for years. Yeah, she has. And she said that I heard her say something like that. She said her supporters really supports her too. Absolutely, girl. I was listening in. I was like, now her supporters support. My supporters support too. But she has way more supporters than I do. And yes, they do. They support. And she did say something like, thank y'all for buying me breakfast and dinner and lunch and whatever. So they're definitely taking care of her. But she's doing an excellent job in reporting. She comes back like every 20 minutes or so, or maybe an hour, I don't know, and give an update of what just took place in real time during the trial. She goes in, she come back out, get him an update, she run back in, she come back out, give him another update. I'm like, oh my gosh. She said, Vanessa's in New York. Vanessa, you gonna let me come stay with you for 2 weeks so I can attend 2 weeks of the Diddy trial? Vanessa, you gonna house me for 2 weeks? I just want to go to court, hear what they saying so I can come back and feel it. Anyway, let's get into this DDG. Okay, let me put this photo back up because they are a young couple, you guys. They're 27 years old and 25. Okay, so Daryl Dwayne Granberry calls himself DDG. All right, and Halle Bailey was a actor. I think she still is actor, but she played in The Mermaid. I think it's The Mermaid or something like that or whatever. I think she's a Disney movie. So she's an actor, and from what they're saying, she's like more high profile than he is and whatnot. So anyway, they had a breakup, right? But they have a son together, and apparently he been doing some things that he shouldn't been doing. So we're gonna go over what he been doing, what she alleged him to be doing, and what he has been charged with. Okay, been charged with as far as she put a restraining order on him and sought full and legal custody, sole legal custody of their son, and was just granted it. Okay, so it had to be something, really, really something, in order for that to take place. Okay, now I really didn't know who DDG was, right? And then I went back and I listened, and I said, you know what? I blogged on this young fella before, and I actually gave him credit. And I don't know if y'all remember that. It's been some months ago, but I was like, he came out and he spoke so highly of her, and he was like, hey, y'all, leave her alone. She can't take this internet backlash. We didn't heard that before, right? She can't take this internet backlash. I can take it. She can't. Leave her alone. She's the mother of my child. It's going to always be love there and blah, 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 right? So I took up for him and I said, somebody need to tell somebody that's older that message, right? I said, he's 25 and he already know that, you protect the mother of your children at all costs, right? I said that. And now here we go, find out that this joker is abusive. This joker like laying hands and leaving marks on people. After he took up for him, oh no, it's time for me to expose his ass. It's time for me to expose DDG, okay? Because DDG like to lay hands, and DDG was another one out here hollering, Father of the Year. I'm a good father. I'm a wonderful father. I want to spend time with my child. Y'all gotta stop believing these men that come out here screaming to the top of their lungs, oh, I love my child. I love my child so much. I'm a good daddy. Because behind the scenes is a different story. Now, I'm not saying every situation, but most fathers that love their child, it speaks for themselves. They don't have to come out here and tell the internet every other day that they love their child. They don't need the internet's validation. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So it should have been a red flag, and hopefully going forward, it becomes a red flag. When you hear men out here saying, I'm a good man, I love my kids, I love my child, I want to be in my child's life, I just want to be around my child so very much. Y'all need to start side-eyeing these jokes. You know what I mean? Start looking at them like, side-eye them. Because why is that our business? Why do you have to convince us that you're so in love with your child? Something going on behind the scenes that you're coming out to the internet trying to convince them that you're such a great daddy. Trying to tell y'all, if they trying to convince you that they're a good daddy, 9 times out of 10, they ain't. All right? Let's listen to this video. I want y'all to hear before we get into this court document of him and his shenanigans. This is about a 3-minute video. And it's of him explaining or accusing Haley of not allowing him to see his son. All right? Now, this wasn't too long ago. This was back in March. Let's roll it.
My son. Like, I don't want to be on no blogs and no shit like that, nigga. I'm just trying to kick it, but I gotta do shit like this. Now I gotta go to court, do all this extra shit when it ain't gotta be like that, bro. But today was my last straw. I'm like, all right, cool. Y'all, if y'all was watching me stream yesterday, y'all know I'm like, all right, I wouldn't even gonna stream today. I'm like, I ain't streaming today. I'm gonna be with my son. I planned my whole day to be with him. My whole day was around it. And then I get there and I'm kicked out of the crib, can't see him, whatever. Mind you, we have our own lives. Like, she got her own shit going on. I got my own shit going on in terms of who we fuck with. Like, we not together whatsoever. We're not boyfriend and girlfriend. So ain't got nothing to do with the content. Ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I've been dealing with this forever where I feel like I'm a secondary parent. And I know a lot of dads out there go through this shit. Some type of something going on in my life. I've been doing really good. I've been keeping my head down, just working, waking up every day, working, dealing with this shit on the same breath. Nobody will really know. And she got this fucking golden image that I've also protected. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna keep doing that because I'm a real nigga. But this shit is foul, bro. Like, if I want to come get my son, I should be able to get my son. Plain and simple. And I wasn't even coming to take him. Like, today, I wouldn't even go take him out because he's sick. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to just grab my son and go hang out with him.
But why is that even social media's business? Why is he even telling social media that? That should be between those two, and he should take it up through the courts like she did, okay? But he's coming out here putting us in their business, okay? And that's why nosy people like me talk about it, huh? Because they put us in their business, all right? Then they get mad when you get in their business and want you to shut the hell up after they done came and put us in their business.
Me and her don't really speak like that. I'm like, all right, cool. Take my son, go hang out downstairs. Whoop, I'm getting kicked out. No, because I don't get the chance to be a dad when I want to be a dad. Like, I don't give a fuck about hanging around with girls. I want to be around my son. You feel me? But since I can't be around my son, I'm obviously going to work. I'm not going to sit in the crib, look at the wall and cry about the shit, you know? I'm going to go work. So it's like every single day or every other day, I'm trying to see him. I'm trying to get him to come over. or whatever. I never get them dropped off. I always go pick them up. I live far as shit. So I'm driving hours to go get them. And then
and you are a man. And what you whining about? Go pick up your son. You are a man. The hell?
Get there and I can't get him. I can't see him. My son is sick right now. I want to see my son. I want to hold my son. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I just want to comfort him. I want to put him in the shower, get some steam in his nose so he can feel better. I don't get the chance to do that. I get pinned against the wall, and then everything else is variables on why I can't see my son. You feel me?
You know what? He full of shit. So he been fighting to see my son for months now. Shout out to all the dads who tried their best to be out there. This shit sucks. Let me tell you something. He sounds like a whole attention seeker, okay? A whole attention seeker like somebody else we know, okay? A whole attention seeker. That, to me, that's an easy fix. If you're really trying to be a good co-parent, like a good co-parent, right? You would call her up and let her know to express that to her. I feel that if a man say, you know what, Haley, I just really just want to see him right now. I understand you said he's sick, but I just want to see him right now. I just want to be a good dad. This ain't got nothing to do with the internet, anything like that. I just want to come and just hold my son. Can I do that? If he felt like his intentions was genuine, even though she said that they were sick, he was sick, she was sick, she would still allow him to do it if she felt that it was genuine. But it's always something bigger on the outside that we don't know nothing about. That they ain't coming forth and telling us the truth about what's really going on. Do you feel me? Do you feel me? Okay, let's continue. So that's one of the videos I wanted to show you. This is in March. Now, this is, of course, before the restraining order. There's another one where he responds to people that accuse him of trying to trap Haley with a baby. Now, again, I understand they're young. And so, you know, we always say, oh, you don't have to respond to everything. And when you're young, 9 times out of 10, you will respond more when you're younger than you do as you get older. Like when you get older, you can learn how to ignore people a little bit more. But when you're younger, you feel the need to respond. So I ain't gonna get on him that much for that. But the fact that somebody said that you trapped Haley with the baby, if he know he didn't trap her with a baby, and if she know he didn't trap her with a baby, then he didn't have to say anything. But no, he wanted to respond. So here we go. Let's run now.
I've never ever looked at Halle and was like, oh, this is the Little Mermaid. I'm going to give her because.
All right, hold on. Let's go back.
I've never ever looked at Halle and was like, oh, this is the Little Mermaid. I'm going to give her because I want to have a baby with her and this and that. The baby stuff, Halo is just happened. It wasn't like, it just happened. It ain't like I had a diabolical plan to have a baby with Halle and get on. Never. What are you talking about? I'm attracted to Halle. We got together. We went on a great first date. We went on a great second date. We went on a great third date. Next thing you know, I've been staying at her house for 100 days. Every single day. She come to my house the next day. We sleeping together every single night. Boyfriend, girlfriend, boom, pop, Halo count. That's just how it be. I don't know why y'all think I had this diabolical plan, bro. Like, y'all really think I'm just some goofy.
The reason why he's explaining that, you guys, because he feels insecure, okay? He feels that Haley is in a better position than he is, and because a secure, confident man wouldn't even say anything like this, okay? So he feels very insecure, and he may even, it's probably true that he trapped her with the baby, and that's why he's trying to defend himself. But let's continue.
I've never ever looked
that
at
was the
Halle.
end.
Oh, this is the Little Mermaid.
All right. So anyway, that's him trying to explain that he didn't trap her with a baby. All right. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. I believe there's something going on because what's the need for him to explain himself? Okay. Anyway, let's get into this damn lawsuit because when I tell you this restraining order, it's a 52-page document. Okay. So I'm gonna tell you. Haley was standing on business, okay? Obviously, she got tired of the foolishness, and she said, it stops today, all right? Now, he claims He didn't find out that she took a restraining order out on him until social media came out and told him, nigga, you got a restraining order on your ass. He said that she didn't even give him the heads up. And she responds and says, well, the reason why I didn't give you the heads up is because I thought you was going to try to run away with my baby. All right, or make it difficult for me or retaliate with more physical abuse. All right, so we're going to get into this lawsuit. I'm not going to put it up on the screen, but we are going to read it. All right, I'm not going to put it up on the screen because I don't want all the important information to show, but it's out there. All right. So Haley filed a request for order to prevent child abduction. Okay. And also she did it because he used to threaten her a lot. See, a lot of these men out here thinking that they can make little idle threats to you. I'm going to take the child from you. I'm going to take the child. You know, they do that. There's a lot of them that do that. That's a threat that can get you taken away from your child. So if any mother out there is being threatened that the father is going to come and abduct the child away from you, you can file a restraining order to prevent that from happening, okay? You do have rights. They can't just make threats to you because if they make threats, it could very well come true. So you can just go ahead and tell the court, he keeps threatening to steal the baby so he can lose his custody and visitation rights as well. But he got visitation, but he got supervised visitation. But let's get into it, okay? All right, again, this is what she says. She says, the reasons I am afraid of child abduction. She said, well, he has a history of abusing me. He has taken away the child or hidden the child from me before. He's threatened to take the child away or hide the child from me. And he is not cooperating with me in parenting, which means he's being an asshole, all right? She further says, he threatened to take our son without my permission and has tried to do so. Okay? He tried to take the son or he threatened to do it and he has tried to do it. And I want to say he has came out online and made records, but y'all know what? I skipped the whole damn line. I think, you know what? This is not in order because, baby, this is number 7. Where's number 4? Oh, I gotta find number 4, honey. Child, I done skipped the whole line. Where's number 4? Honey, I done went from number 3 to number 7. Where's number 4? Hold on, y'all. I gotta find number 4 because I gotta find out what else she done said before this because number 4 is missing. Or did they take it out for something? Hold on, let me find number 4 because this is not, I want to give it all to you. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then it went to 7. Let me get number 4 before we get into that. Before I get into the meat and potatoes, I want to see. Okay, that's 9, 10, 11. It's a long document, y'all. Very, very long. Oh, Lord Jesus. Did I not load it the right way? Okay, hold on, y'all. I gotta get to number 4. Let me make sure I didn't skip number 4. All right, here's number 4. All right. So number 4 just says, okay, let me go back up to make sure I didn't forget anything. I'm not gonna go over any of their personal information. They live in Los Angeles, California. So number 4 says other restraining orders in court cases. And it says no. There's no other orders out there. It says, are you involved in any other court cases? No. Now, number 5. When was the most recent accusation of abuse? She says May 11th. The other day. Wait a minute. Girl, don't tell me May 11th was Mother's Day. Let me look May 11th up. May 11th was Mother's Day. This jackass had the nerve to put his hands on her on Mother's Day, y'all. Mother's Day. Mother's Day. Mother's Day. Okay? She said May 11th. All right? May 11th. She said, did anyone hear or see what happened? She says, yes. She said, yes. Oh, but she says the accusations were verbal and social media. And so let me tell you. So let me just say something right here. It says most recent abuse. She says, May the 11th. It says, did anyone see or hear it? She says, yes. And then she says, accusations, meaning that he accused her of something, verbal abuse, and social media, meaning that he didn't put his hands on her, but he said something derogatory to her, verbal abuse, social media accusation, and that is still considered abuse. Do you see where I'm going with this? She got a restraining order on this one right here based off of the most recent account of verbal abuse. But let's continue. Did the person in number 2, he's number 2, use or threaten to use a weapon on you? She says no. Did the person cause any emotional or physical harm? Yes. It says see declaration of Halle Bailey. Okay, I'm gonna let you I'm gonna show you all that in a minute. It says give more details. She says see the attachment. It says how often has this person abused you? She said this has been ongoing. Now listen to this. In the spot where it says how often has this number 2 person abused you, it has a spot for just one time. It has a spot for 2 to 5 times. And then it has a spot for weekly. And then it has a spot for other. And in other, because that's the one she checked, she said, this has been ongoing. Meaning it didn't happen just one time. It didn't happen 2 to 5 times. It didn't happen just weekly. It's been ongoing, right? All right, we're going to continue. It says, has the person in number 2 abused you in a different way from the abuse you described in number 5? She said, yes. When? March the 7th. Did anyone see that? She said, yes. Halo. Halo is their son. He abused her in front of their son. Did the person in number 2 threaten to use a papow? No. Did the person cause you emotional or physical harm? Yes. She says this was an act of physical violence and was recorded on my Ring camera. This was on March the 7th in front of their son, Halo. What's wrong with him? Then it goes down and says, did the police come? She said, yeah. She called the police. Give more details about that person in number 2, about his abuse on that day. Okay? It says the details can include what was said, done, or sent to you. Example, text message, email, or pictures. Some of you women need to start standing on business. Some of you women need to be a Haley and start standing on business, all right? And call them the popo and getting these restraining order against these men that threaten y'all, sending threatening text messages, call and make threats over the phone. Y'all need to get restraining orders on them. Anyway, she says, see, declaration, but in sum, he entered my home 4 days before, wait a minute, 4 days. He entered my home 4 days before without my knowledge or consent. That joke would have broken the house. Also recorded on my Ring camera. Then on March the 7th, he returned and threatened to remove our son who was sick at the time. He was verbally and physically abusive toward me while holding our son. He smashed my Ring camera and tried to leave with my phone. Does he not know that even if you smash a Ring camera, you still have the recording of the Ring camera? It doesn't take away the recording. The recording is found somewhere else. Did he not know that? He didn't know. He didn't know. Okay? He didn't know. It says, how often has this person abused you like this? There have been multiple acts of physical violence. See declaration. Right? Then we go on and says, is there any other abuse that you want the judge to know about? If yes, describe. She says, yes. January the 18th of 2025. Did anybody hear or see what happened? Yes. Who? Halo. Their son. You know the one. I love him so much. I don't want to do a day without my son. I would kill for my son. I'm a great father. But he's abusing her in front of their son. All right? Make it make sense. All right? So did the person see it? Yes. Who was the person? Halo. Did he use or threaten to pop you? No. Did the person in number 2 cause you emotional harm? Yes. See declaration. However, she said, we disagreed about custody of our son using his car, I think. He was physically abusive and verbally abusive. He caused me bruises and a chipped tooth. This joker done chipped Haley's tooth, which means that he had to use some type of force to chip her tooth, whether he knocked her head into, and then we're going to get to the declaration because she's going to explain it all, but whether he knocked her head into the wall or maybe even punched her, I don't know. We're going to get to that. And before I move on, everything that I say in this live stream is allegedly, all right? I'm not trying to defame nobody, but I am going to voice my opinion however the hell I want to voice my opinion. I just want to put that out to you guys, okay? But let's get right back into it. It says, give more details about how this person in number 2 was abusive on that day. She says, see declaration. It's too damn long. See declaration. So it says, how often this person did this, the abuse like this? She said 2 to 5 times. Okay, 2 to 5 times. All right. It says, let's continue. Let me make sure I didn't skip anything. Yep. It says, other persons that you want protected with this order. Do you want the restraining order against do you want the restraining order to protect your family, your children, or someone else you live with? She says no. She says no, but then she lists her son, 18-month-old. So I think she meant yes, and then she says no, and she lists her son, Halo Granberry, 18-month son. All right. Then it says, why do these people need protection? She said, Daryl, which is his name, DDG, Daryl. Daryl lacks an understanding of how his actions impact Halo, their son. He is often verbally abusive toward me in front of Halo. Listen up, ladies, baby mamas. You don't have to take your baby daddy calling you out your name. If your baby daddy call you a bitch, go take a restraining order out on him for abuse, especially if he does it in front of y'all child. Okay? Anyway, he is often verbally abusive toward me in front of Halo. On March the 7th of 2025, Daryl was verbally and physically abusive toward me while holding Halo while visiting my home. He often demands to see Halo when it suits him. Okay? He don't want to follow no orders. He just want to do it when it suits him. Yet leaves Halo with the mother while he travels. Okay? He will not communicate with me about a proper schedule for Halo, meaning that he don't want to get on the court terms. Now, what does this scream to y'all? Let's jump to the comments right quick. When a person don't want to go by court order, what does that scream to y'all? What does it scream when someone comes in and say, I don't want to have to abide by only seeing them on this day, this day, this day, this time, this time, this time, calling them on this time, this time, this time. I want to do it whenever I want to do it. If I pop up and see my son, I want to pop up and see my son. Huh? He wants control of her. Narcissistic behaviors, can we say? It sounds like a little narcissistic behaviors going on to me. Huh? Sounds like it to me. She said he refused to communicate with her properly about a schedule for Halo. She's supposed to just drop every damn thing she's doing and just allow him to see his child. And see, if a person wants to do that, it's not necessarily the child they just want to dip in on whenever they want to. It's you, baby. They want to see what you doing. Inconvenience you. Just in case you might be with another man or having too much fun with your girlfriend. They want to just be able to pop up whenever they want to inconvenience you. Make it harder on you like they still control you or something. Oh, Lord. Anyway, let's continue. Does the person in number 2 have a firearm? He said, I don't know. All right. Then she says, check all the orders that you want a judge to make an order for. She says, order to not abuse. I asked the judge to order DDG to not do these things to me, harass me, attack me, strike me, threaten me, assault me, sexually or otherwise, hit me, follow me, stalk me, molest me, destroy personal properties, keep under surveillance. Oh, she told the judge she don't want this nigga to keep her under surveillance. Okay, obviously he's been trying. All right, impersonate me on the internet, electronically or otherwise. I don't know why she said that, because I'm gonna let y'all hear it in a minute. But this man created an AI. I don't know if he did it from ChatGPT, but I'm gonna say maybe he did it from ChatGPT. He created an AI to respond with her voice. And then he streamed live like I'm doing now and went live and pretended that he was having a conversation with her, but it was an AI using her voice. Did y'all hear about that? Did y'all hear about that? We'll get to that in a minute. We'll get to that in a minute. If we don't get to it today, because this is a long document, then we'll get to that. Because baby, I know somebody else that created something with like a phone, and they list a whole bunch of messages in there from a whole bunch of people that was dogging out his baby mama or whatever, and he came live and pretended that he was communicating with those people. Those type of ninjas are sick. Just sick. Because who does shit like that, right? They're so not no good ass person, right? Anyway, she says not to impersonate me on the internet, electronically or otherwise. Block movements, annoy me by phone or electronic means, meaning text me or whatever, or disturb my damn peace. Okay? She wants the judge to do all of this. All right. It says she wants a no contact order. I asked the judge to order the person in number 2, DDG, to not contact me or anyone listed in number 8, which is her son, their son. She wanted the judge to order him to stay the fuck away from her, her home, her job, her workplace, her vehicle, and her children and children's schools and activities and daycare. How far do you want this person to be away? 100 damn yards, 300 feet. Give me 50 feet. She said, I want 300 feet. Give me 300 feet is what she said, all right? Do you and the person in number 2, DDG, live together? She says, hell no. All right? Do you and DDG have the same workplace? Hell no. She says, that's number 12. Okay, she didn't answer number 13. Okay, number 14. It says, I request permission to take Halo with me when I go to work in Italy for 2 months starting on June the 7th, 2025, instead of leaving him here. I will be filming a movie. I have family and a nanny who will be traveling with me to care for Halo while I'm working. I also asked the court to order Daryl to cease and desist from posting and or streaming. Oh, I love it already. And or streaming on any and all platforms. Haley was standing on business. On all platforms, hold on, let me get back to it. About me and my son Halo, including but not limited to YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, X. I don't see Facebook, but I'm sure Facebook is on it. He is a YouTuber and Twitch blogger, and he creates a fan frenzy by making false claims about me. This has caused me to feel afraid and victimized. His fans has threatened me. I am often scared for my life and Halo's safety. Free Halo has become a slogan online. So this joker done created a smear campaign on his child, his son's mother, and she wants the judge to do something about it. don't blame her. How dare you, young fella? How dare you? You came out here and you told people to don't do that to her. And you had intentions behind that. And now we're seeing what your intentions are or were or are still to this day. So we're going to continue. I don't blame this young lady for doing what she did. I think it's very brave to her. And if he's a narcissist, he's about to be mad as F. Okay. Anyway, child custody and visitation. All right. What is she asking the judge for child custody? She wants to, okay, what does she say? Well, she did not. Let me see. It just checked it. She checked child custody and visitation. It says, check this block if you have a child with the person in number 2 and want the judge to make or change a child custody visitation order. All right, so she checked number 2, checked the child custody and visitation because she wants the judge to make modifications. All right. Oh, it says orders that can request on this form is child custody, stop a person from accessing your child's school or medical information, no visits with the child. She didn't check this. She just said she's checking, but these are some of the things that can happen if the judge makes some changes. So no visits with the child, virtual visits with the child, supervised visits with the child, monitored and unsupervised visit with the child, unmonitored. So those are the things that just can happen under that child custody and visitation. But she said she wants the judge to put one in place because obviously they don't have one in place because he don't like order. And he just like to just pop up. And she's like, no, Your Honor, I want you to form a child custody and visitation schedule so I know mentally when I got to deal with this joker and when I don't. Okay? All right? Then she goes on to... She wanted to be able to record their communication. She said, I asked the judge to allow me to record calls or communication with this person in number 2. When those calls are communication violating the restraining order. All right. So then she goes on to say, for child support, she checked that and said, I do not have a child support order and I want one. Wait a minute. So DDG wants to be able to pop up whenever he wants to, hit on her, curse her out, annoy the shit out of her, break into her home, stop her from being able to travel with her child. And then nigga ain't paying child support. There is no child support order. So I'm not going to say he's not paying child support. He probably do financially provide. But she said she wants a child support order. Okay? She don't want to have to say, can you give me $1 this month? Can you give me $2 next month? She don't want to have to deal with that. So she wants the court to put a child support order in place. Sometimes it be like that. Okay? All right. It also says she said, I asked that the person in number 2 pay for some or all of my lawyer fees since I got to go through this fraggle bull with this abuser. I want him to be ordered to pay for some or all of my lawyer fees. Okay, it says if you ask for fees and the cost and the court grants you a restraining order, the court must award you fees and costs if the respondent can afford to pay. Well, I didn't know that because it says here, if the judge grants you an order of protection, then the court must also award you fees and the costs if the respondent can afford it. So if he can afford it, you guys, if you take your child's abusive child father to court and you get and you seek a restraining order and you get one, he has to pay the fees. Then she says, I also asked the judge to order DDG, Darryl, to go to a 52-week batter intervention program. Now, I don't know if y'all remember Jonathan Majors. Jonathan Majors, he is one of the ones that was found guilty. He is not Megan Good. He is, not Megan Good. Yeah, Megan Good. I think her name is Megan Good. They're engaged now. Jonathan Majors also was ordered to go through a 52-week intervention program. She said, your ass need a year to go sit on somebody's couch. So you can learn how to stop putting hands on people. Stop cussing people out. Stop annoying and tormenting people. 52 weeks, right? And you have to go in person. There ain't no Zoom call. You got to show your ass up for 52 weeks. Anyway, she also asked, okay, she skipped that one. She asked, give me a second. It just says, do you know any other case involving my child listed below? No. Do you want to limit where the person can travel with your child? She says yes. The county of Los Angeles. She only wanted him to be able to go to Los Angeles, California with the child. It says, do you believe the person might abduct or kidnap your child? She said yes. I believe the baby daddy would take the child because he made threats. Why not believe him? If your baby father ever told you, I'm going to go take the child out to school, I'm going to go and pick up the child, and you ain't going to see the child no more, that's a threat. Go get a restraining order. Go get a restraining order. Do you want the judge to make the child custody order? She says yes. Legal custody, I want it sold to me. Physical custody, I want it sold to me. So she says she wants physical and legal sole custody across the board. She don't want no joint shit. She said, I tried that and it didn't work. So just because you have a joint custody order right now, if that person does not want to properly co-parent, go take their ass back and seek full sole custody. Okay? And that'll teach their ass to, be a jerk. Okay? Or stop being a jerk. Do you want the person to have visiting time, parenting time with the children? She says, hell no. I asked the judge to order the person in number 2 to have no visits. God damn it. No visits right now. Right? That's what she said. She don't want you to have no visits. All right. Then it goes on to say, how often or how long should the visits be? Oh, okay. So then she comes back and say, wait a minute. I want him to have visits, but just monitored, supervised visits by a professional in a safe location, 100%. Oh, and she wants him to pay for it. And she wants him to pay 100%. She said once a week for 6 hours when the child is a minor in LA. So she's asking for once a week for 6 hours. Oh, Lord, honey, he's going to be madder than a motherfucker. You hear me? Oh, Lord. Somebody that, and he also exploits his son on social media. We're going to get to that too. Okay. So, but he won't be able to exploit his son, not in his monitored, supervised visitations, and for only 6 hours, honey, he ain't going to be able to bring the camera out. He ain't going to be able to record and with them glasses. He ain't going to be able to do none of that. She stood on business, and I'm proud of her. It says somebody's in here causing a distraction. Who's in here? Who's in here causing a distraction? Somebody just sent me and said somebody is in here causing a distraction. Who is it? What is this? What is he saying, y'all? Y'all saying that Quan is, I don't even see a Quan. Oh, I do see a Quan. Do I love y'all though? Quan, are you here for trouble? If he's not being disrespectful, he can stay. She said Quan is Robert. Anyway, let me continue. If he, moderators, are you there? I know you got to be because you just text me. If you feel that he's a distraction, you can get him out. But if not, I don't see where he's being disrespectful at. So, if he's not being disrespectful, but if he's being a distraction like that, you know, if he's calling names or anything like that, get him out of here. All right, so she only wants once a week for 6 hours. Okay, she said 6 hours. 6 hours is it. Okay, 6 hours is all she wants him to be able to see his child, honey. Anyway, she says, let's go. Oh, I read the one about threatening to take the child, abusing me. Okay, I read that one. So, let's talk about the passport. It says, this one says, check all of the order that you want the judge to make. She said, do not move with my children without my permission. I asked the judge to order DDG to not move with our children without my written permission or the judge's permission. I asked the judge to order DDG to turn in or do not apply for a passport. Damn, can you do that? What? She said she is asking the judge to order DDG to turn in or do not apply for a passport or other important documents. Honey, she's trying to prevent his travel. She says that anything that can be used for travel, like a visa, a birth certificate, and to turn in the following documents. Oh my God, I didn't even know you could do that. She says she also asked the court that if he has travel plans and documents that he needs to provide them to the court if the person is allowed to travel. So she said, if the judge don't order it, I want him to turn in his travel schedule, copies of round trip airplane tickets, address and phone numbers where the children can be reached, and an open airline ticket for me in case the children are not returned. For me, did Justin try to do this shit? I think Justin Dean tried to do this too to Cora. But that never made it to court because he knew he wasn't going to win. This is going to be interesting. I can't wait till June when they have this court date. But anyway, let's continue. So she's asking for that. I don't know if the judge is going to grant that, but let's just see. All right. So now here's the declaration. Are y'all ready for the good shit? Here comes the good shit right here. She says, I, Halle Bailey, declare I am the petitioner in this case. I have personal knowledge of the facts I stated below, and if I were to be called as a witness, I could completely testify to what I have written in this here declaration. Exhibits referenced below are true and correct. Copies of the identified documents are incorporated by references at the place indicated by the exhibit letter. I submit this declaration in support of my request for a domestic violence restraining order. Daryl Dwayne Granberry Jr., old Daryl, and I were involved in a romantic relationship for about 2 years, beginning in 2022 and ended in 2024. Our son, Halo, was born on December the 22nd of 2023. Throughout our relationship and continuing to this day, Daryl has been and continues to be physically, verbally, emotionally, and financially abusive toward me. I am seeking orders to protect myself and our son from this ongoing abuse. Daryl is a professional YouTuber and Twitch blogger and a rapper. We're going to get to his diss songs later, honey, because he too like to take to the internet and produce diss tracks about his baby mom. Anyway, let's continue. He claims I am withholding our son and that I am with other men. Wait a minute, hold on, let me go back. She says, whenever he wished to cause me to be upset, he started bad-mouthing me to his several millions of his fans. He claims I am withholding our son and that I am with another man. As a result, I received threats and hate on social media. He seemed to try to set up drama for his fans. Well, I mean, goddamn. This sounds rather freaking familiar. Huh? Well, it does. He does this to create chaos, right? And for his fans to come after me. Ooh, I know somebody else that does that. He goes live ranting about me and alleges that I am keeping Halo from him, which is false. Oh, I have requested a set schedule, which he refuses. I am also a public figure, and I am subject to public scrutiny and hate. As recent as this morning, May the 13th, 2025, Daryl was given an interview in Miami on TikTok talking about our son, flipping the script, claiming he is getting hated on by his fans. To be clear, I do not go on social media discussing our relationship or any other issue related to our son. Only he does that. He is the one who creates this frenzy with his fan base. And he is now going online to continue to talk about me. Hold on, I lost my spot. Give me a second. Hold on. I lost my spot. Okay, recently this morning. Okay, so he went on an interview in Miami on TikTok talking about our son, flipping the script, claiming he is getting hated on by his fans. To be clear, I do not go on social media discussing our relationship or any of our issues related to our son. Only he does that. He is the one who creates this frenzy with his fan base, and he is now going online to continue to talk about it, furthering the frenzy, all right? Because he don't want the shit to stop. It might be making him money. This is not child-centered. Oh, I love that word. Somebody hashtag. This is not child-centered in the comments. This is not child-centered. This is not child-centered. Put that in the comments. That is very important. When you are bashing the mother of your child or bashing the father of your child, it is not child-centered, okay? It's not child-centered. I love that. This is not child-centered. That is not co-parenting. It's not good for the child. Centered, okay? I have asked him to stop this behavior. He continues. He gets paid for hits and then create hits for him. Woo! Our relationship ended in 2024 because of Daryl's temper and lack of respect toward me. This is a woman that stands on business. It says his temper and lack of respect toward me, she dumped his ass. Okay? There has been numerous incidents of physical abuse even before Halo was even born. He was doing this bullshit. He often called me profanities, including bitch. Oh, he often called me evil. No, you can't cover that up. I need to see that. Oh, she said, since we broke up, we have had ongoing issues related to Daryl's last-minute demands to see Halo without any schedule. Just want to just pop up because he thinks he's in control. He will not commit to any regular visits or schedule for visits. He demands Halo when it's convenient for him only. I never know when I will get Halo back or where he will be. What the hell? He done lost his complete mind. This man has lost his complete mind. He think he can just go pick up his child and just drop him back off whenever? Huh? Who does he think he is? She should have been to him to court. Based on my discussions with him and his mother, I am aware that Daryl leaves Halo with his mother most of the visits. So this nigga come get his child and then go drop him off with his mama. Just so the child can be away from her. Make that make any type of sense. And his mother cares for Halo. I want Daryl's family to be close with Halo. I do. But I believe Daryl should be present instead of simply leaving Halo with his family for days. On January 18, 2025, Daryl called and said he was coming over to get Halo, who was just 13 months old at the time. I let him into my house and asked him politely when he would be bringing Halo back. I have repeatedly asked Daryl to please set up a schedule. He did not want to talk and refused to tell me when he would bring Halo back. The discussion continued as I walked with him outside to assist to put Halo in the car seat. I was buckling the baby into the seat and physically got into the back seat to adjust his car seat. Wait a minute. She said, I was putting the baby into the seat and physically got into the back of the car to adjust the car seat. I had left my front door open and was not even fully dressed as I was not even wearing shoes. Daryl kept repeating, get out of my car, bitch. Halo was crying. This joker was saying, get out of my car, bitch. Halo was crying. I repeatedly pleaded with him to stop calling me bitch. I felt very nervous that he was taking Halo with him and was very agitated. I did not feel safe leaving a baby with him in this state. I also wanted to know when he would bring Halo back, and he would not tell me. This argument escalated. The next thing I knew, things got physical between us. We fought each other, wrestling and tussling. I've heard that before. And at one point, Daryl was pulling my hair. He then slammed my face on the steering wheel. Boom! Causing my tooth to chip. The nigga chipped a tooth. Is he crazy or what? On the steering wheel. So this joker slammed her face on the steering wheel, y'all, and chipped a tooth. I then stopped fighting back as I was in a lot of pain. I wanted to get out of the car with Halo, but was now stuck. Daryl then said that since I would not leave the baby in the car, he would take me with them. He drove quickly toward his house. When we arrived at his house, I was crying and told his family what happened. I begged his family, who was there to help me figure out a schedule with him. They said, just leave Halo and go. I left hysterical. I had bruises over my arms and my chipped tooth. True and correct copies of pictures of the bruises and my tooth are attached here. Well, let's just damn it see. Ooh, wait a minute. Did I skip something? Oh, no. Okay, we'll come to that exhibit in a minute. It didn't start. So, on number 12, on March the 3rd, 2025, Daryl had Halo in his care. I was to pick up Halo. I'm going to show y'all the evidence in a minute, y'all. I was to pick up Halo at 3 p.m. that day. Instead, at approximately 12 p.m., while I was away from my home, Daryl came to my home and entered my home without my permission or knowledge. He does not have a key to my home. That joker done broke in. When she said he does not have a key to my home, that means he broke in. He didn't have her permission. She didn't know he was coming. He doesn't have a key. He broke in. Okay? I will bring a copy of the Ring camera footage from the day that shows Daryl entering my slide door on the side of the house and going upstairs. After he entered my home, Daryl then went to my bedroom and sent me pictures of my empty bed. He sent me a threatening text. Now I know what you've been up to, LOL. Which I understood to be accusing me of having sex with other men. And if she was having sex with other men, they ain't together. They're not together. This is March 2025. She said they broke up in December of 2024. What the hell is he entering her home for? They ain't together. He lucky that he only have a restraining order and his ass is not in jail for breaking and entering, threatening, and putting his hands on people. He should be in jail. He should have been locked up. Not just a restraining order. But let's continue. Picture of her bed in the bedroom and send it to her. How scary is that? I can get into your home. I can go upstairs and get in your room, and I can show you I can do that. Because that's what that picture was about. It was about fear, intimidation. He wanted her to be in fear. I went in your home and took a picture. That's how easy I can access you. Because how the hell did he get in? Anyway, that's it. She said, I understood that to be accusing me of having sex with other men. Exhibit number 2. Let me show y'all these exhibits right quick, child. Let me show y'all these exhibits. I want to show y'all these exhibits right quick. Oh, shoot, not that one. Let me show y'all these exhibits. I just want to show you the exhibits because, so this is exhibit A when he bruised her arm. Okay. This is another picture of exhibit A. He bruised her arm right here. You can see it. Let me get my ruler out. Let me get my ruler. The bruises are on and around this area. So he must have grabbed her really hard, pressured on her right here. Right there, you can see it. Also, the chipped tooth is right here. He chipped her damn tooth. Right there. Her tooth is chipped. And here's the picture of the bed. And let's read the text. It says, me and Halo is at the front door. Can you answer? If you're not home, just say that. Then he takes a picture of the beautiful bed. It's actually a beautiful bedroom. Look at that. That's nice. Big, nice bedroom. Mm-hmm. So anyway, it says, now I know what you've been. And now I know what you've been on. LOL. You can pick Halo up from George. I have to go to work. Okay. So that's what he sent her, a whole picture of her bedroom. This dude sound like an obsessed ass crazy person. I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you. He sounds a little touched. This man sounds a bit touched to me. Okay, but let's continue. Those are the exhibits so far. That was the bruise on the arm. That was the chipped tooth, and that was the bedroom. And a lot of people think that you gotta have busted eyes, busted lip, and broken ribs or something to file DD for physical abuse, and you don't. Okay. She just had a bruise on her arm where he probably grabbed her a little bit too tight, but he also chipped her damn tooth. All right. So anyway, let's continue. I'm not liking this joker at all. All right. So she said, this left me feeling very unsafe, as she should, and nervous that he would enter my home again when I was there. Yeah, because that's what he wanted her to. He wanted her to know that I can get to you whenever I want to. I can enter your home. I did. I took a picture of your bedroom to let you know I can get to you. Okay. So on March the 7th, 2025, Halo and I were both sick with RSV at my home. Daryl stopped by to see Halo. I had already warned him about our sickness. I made it clear to him that I did not want Halo leaving my home because we were both sick. When I told Daryl that, he became very angry with me. He raised his voice and became verbally abusive toward me, hurling bad names at me. He then saw the Ring camera was recording. He unplugged the Ring camera, opened the side door, and threw the damn Ring camera out of my house. I went outside to retrieve the Ring camera. He then locked me out of my own shit. I went around to the back and came in the house through another entrance. I plugged the camera back in and called my family members for help. Now, she should have called 911, but nevertheless, she probably didn't want to get the asshole in trouble at that time. With her on the phone, I repeatedly asked Daryl to please leave. I told him that he was being rude and I was too sick to deal with him. He would not leave. When he realized that my family member was on the phone, he became enraged. Around the same time, I noticed that he also saw the Ring camera was back on, so he smacked the Ring camera. I have this recorded and will bring the recording to the hearing. Daryl then grabbed my phone and hung up on my call to my family member. How controlling is that Negro? At some point while he was distracted, I was able to get Halo from him. Daryl then ran out of the house with my phone. I followed, begging him to please give me my phone back. Joker, Joker, can you please give me my phone back? I just want my phone. Can you give me my phone back? He got in his car, closed the door on me while I was holding Halo. Daryl then drove off and threw my phone out the window and yelled, "Go get it, bitch." Damn, Daryl. As a result of this incident, I filed a police report. I am attaching it as exhibit number 3, a true copy of the police report card and incident report case number. Put the number in there. I will obtain a copy of that police report for the hearing. She's bringing that police report to the hearing, DDG. Your ass is in trouble. Your ass is definitely in trouble, okay? Your ass is in trouble. This lack of schedule and Daryl random demands has caused me great distress. Okay. I am a singer and actress. I am often on set or having to arrange my schedule ahead of time. I must be able to work. People began threatening me, and this creates fear for me. I have attempted to work with Daryl to set up a schedule for Halo, but he refused to talk to me and just goes live to blast me to his fans. I also continue to try to work with his mother to try to arrange time for Daryl to be with Halo. I was filming in New Jersey last month and arranged for his mother to come to take Halo to visit with his father. In coordinating this trip, I learned that Daryl had purchased a one-way ticket for his mother to come to New Jersey and to take Halo to him. He demanded that I pay the cost of the return ticket and would not book it. So I see what he did. So he bought a one-way ticket for Halo to come to New Jersey, but said, if you want your son back, you're going to have to pay to get him back. That's what he did. That's what he did. But he says he's a good father. That's a complete jerk and an asshole. He's a jerk and an asshole. Okay? Anyway, I had to get a lawyer involved in order to protect our son and draft an arrangement to ensure that our son would be returned to me. And I don't blame her. Exhibit number 4. And I'm going to show y'all that in a minute. I was glad that I could facilitate the visit, but it created tremendous stress for me and disrupt my work while I was dealing with Daryl threats. Don't sit here and take threats by these lame ass, deadbeat ass, fucking mad, bitter baby daddies, okay? The court should be aware that Daryl's mother and I discussed further visits after the first, The court should also be aware that Daryl's mother and I discussed further visits after the visit last month, but Daryl chose not to see our son. Okay? This is not usual. Daryl often goes weeks without contacting, then demands Halo that very day. He can go weeks without seeing his son, and then all of a sudden he wants right now. I want to see him right now. I don't care if I ain't called. I don't care if I ain't checked in. I don't care if I haven't seen our son, but I want to see him right now. You stop what you're doing and you accommodate me. That's what type of time this bitter baby daddy is on. Bitter ex-boyfriend is on too. Okay. She says, Daryl, mother, and I also discussed that I would be back in Los Angeles with Halo returning on May the 11th. Our communication evidence, these discussions are attached here. So she's saying the communication evidence is these discussions are attached in exhibit number 5. We'll get to that. Then on May the 5th, 2025, the night of the Met Gala, Daryl started up again online. Running his damn mouth yet again online. He went live on Twitch channel, voicing that he was unable to see his son yet again, implying that I was keeping Halo away. See, what you can do is go missing for 2-3 weeks at a time. I out of nowhere, you want to see your son today, and I don't let you see your son today, and now all of a sudden you want to go live on social media to your blind ass monkeys that I'm not allowing you to see your child. Then she said, implying that I was keeping Halo from him. He then created a firestorm of media around freeing Halo from me. See various social media messages directed at me. Ooh, let's go see those messages right quick. Let's see the messages. Free Halo. Where those messages at? What exhibit was that she say? Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me see which exhibit she said that was. The free Halo is exhibit number 6. Let's go to exhibit number 6. Here we go. Ooh, they must not be in order. Oh no, they're not in order, y'all. Ooh, Lord. I didn't say them in order. But anyway, I'll get to the free Halo messages. Don't worry about it. We're gonna see all the exhibits, and as we see them, I will go over the free Halo messages. Okay. Anyway, let's continue this. Child, this man is a trip. All right. So he did this free Halo thing. Okay, from me. See various social media. Okay, that's exhibit 6. His fans then began accusing me of refusing to share Halo and being out partying with other men, because that's the narrative he wants to push. Given the fact that Daryl's mother and I had texted about our whereabouts a week prior, and Daryl did not wish to see Halo after his last visit, the timing of his Twitch post was intended to ruin my night, which it did. I could not concentrate or be present at the Met Gala. I was worried about the situation yet again. Every time this happened, I feel scared. I feel anxious. I feel worried about Halo's safety as well as my own. I have noticed a pattern of Daryl doing this when I have events related to my career, because he's trying to sabotage you, girl. Although I am trying to work hard to provide for our son, likewise, the weekend of Mother's Day, May 9th through the 11th of 2025, I left New Jersey with Halo and went on a short vacation with my sister. Daryl again accused me of being with other men and posting about my relationship with other men. See Exhibit 7. A true and correct copy of social media post that Daryl began texting me. As always, this caused me great distress. I even texted him hoping he would stop. Daryl, are you not tired of harassing me? You make up a new lie on me every day. I'm in St. Lucia having fun with Charmaine and Chloe, not with any man out here. She shouldn't even have to do that, okay? I wouldn't do that. I have Halo. I told your mom I was going to be with my sister last week. Please let me enjoy my Mother's Day in peace. I hope you are okay and feel better soon. See, now, Haley, she a little nicer than I would have been. Halo, that was really, really nice and kind of you. Very, very nice and kind. Because, baby, she was very nice and kind. I'm just going to say that because, honey, I wouldn't have wrote that. Anyway, let's continue. Most recently, this has become extremely upsetting to me because Daryl refused to work with my attorney to set up any set schedule. Instead, he is threatening that he would take our son 50% of the time and pay me zero support. It should be noted that he has never paid me child support. God diggity dog. And I have never sought child support from him. I have asked him, however, to contribute to Halo expenses. Only on one occasion has he done so. See, I knew it was a deadbeat ass daddy out here in these streets. I knew it. I felt it in my heart. I haven't even read these documents. I'm doing this to you guys for the first time. I should have told y'all that. I have not previously read these documents. I knew it. I knew this joker wasn't paying shit. I knew it. I knew he wasn't nothing but a bomb-ass loudmouth on social media, wanting to be recognized as the best daddy ever. I fucking knew it. I knew it. I knew it. All these men out here screaming, I'm the best daddy ever, I'm the best daddy ever. Them motherfuckers are not paying child support. Look at the red flags, okay? The red flags be flying all in your face, slapping you in the face. Slapping you in the face. Okay, I'm the best daddy ever, meaning I ain't paying child support. Okay, let's continue. She said, only on one occasion has he done so. Lord Jesus. I'm contractually committed to be filming a movie out of the country in Italy on June 7th, 2025 for approximately 8 weeks. I have been and remain the only caretaker of Halo throughout his entire life. I do not believe it's in Halo's best interest to be left with Daryl, or more likely his mother, because Daryl leaves town on a weekly basis most weeks, especially for the entire 8 weeks. I am seeking permission from the courts to take Halo with me to Italy so I can continue caring for him. I am contractually bound to be in Italy to film. I have family and a nanny who will be traveling with me to care for Halo while I am working. I have done everything possible to avoid going to court. I have tried to placate Daryl by providing him access to Halo, even though he is not with Halo and often leaves Halo with his mother. I have facilitated his visits no matter where I am, and often at the last minute. Girl, you better than me. I realize that there is no placating Daryl. That means there's no pleasing this control freak. I cannot allow this abuse any longer. I cannot keep living like this. I never know when he is going to demand our son be in his mother's care, and whether I will be subjected to his threats and abuse. As of date, I am signing this declaration. Daryl is in Miami online rallying against me, alleging he cannot see his son. He is not in Los Angeles, but in Miami, talking about he can't see his son. Make that make sense. I had planned on Daryl picking up Halo on Monday, which was yesterday, at my home in Los Angeles. His attorney has not responded to mine to arrange for the visit. This is not child center at all. And Halo is only being used to further his fan base and online presence. I declare under penalty and perjury under the laws of the state of California that foregoing is true and correct. Y'all, let me start with these exhibits, baby. Let me put this up for y'all to see. I already showed y'all the marks on her arm. I showed y'all the teeth. Exhibit 2 was her bedroom. Exhibit 3 is where she filed the DV incident. Okay, let's get that one up here. This is exhibit. Let's just get this up here. Hold on. Exhibit 3. Do I even have that one? Yeah, here it goes. Exhibit 3 is right here. All right. That is, I'm assuming, March 7, 2025 is, where she called the police and filed an incident report for DV. All right. Exhibit number 4 is her travel agreement. I guess she must have given him the travel agreement. Hold on. Exhibit number 4. Why do I have it out of order? I do. I'm not sure why, but I have it. Exhibit number 4. Let me show y'all another way. Hold on. All right. So this is exhibit number 4. This is just a travel agreement where she's just saying, hey, we going to Italy and these are the people that's going to be coming with us. Okay. Exhibit number 5, the text messages. I'm back end of month. He misses you too. Yay. That's not too long. LOL. It says Miss Tanya, but he says, hi, just wanted to keep you in the loop. We will be back the 11th now. Haven't heard about Mo getting Halo after this week, as we lightly talked about it before. He will be in town. Would you like to get him the 27th and return him on the 4th? Otherwise, I can keep him until we're back, but just wanted to let you know we'll be back on the 11th. Okay, and I will double check with him and let you know. Hi, I forgot to text you. He said that he will. Oh, this is a text between her and his mother, okay, where they actually previously scheduled getting the son, okay? This is Haley and his mother making arrangements to pick up or visit with the child, okay? That's exhibit number 5. Okay, exhibit number 6, he posted on one of his pages, free Halo bitch. Okay, he didn't do that. Somebody else did, but this is just an example of he talking to his fans, getting them all wrapped up or whatever, and this person said free Halo bitch, okay? This one, these are just text messages showing how these people, the fans are coming at her. Let DDG see his son. Let him see his son. This is getting sad. DDG may be an ass, but we know he is a good dad. Don't take that away from Halo. Yeah. Let the nigga see his baby, yo. Let DDG see his son. Out partying, but couldn't let him have his son for one night while in the same city. Just evil. You could have let Dog see his son tonight while you were at a party since it's been nearly a month, but you didn't. I pray you start being a better co-parent, at least for Halo's sake. Ursula, free Halo, okay? One day Halo will understand the damage she has done to his childhood. Free Halo. Oh, Lord. It's been a month since DDG saw his son. Let him see his son in peace, you loser motherfucker. E.T. looking asshole. Woo! Shut the fuck up, Haley. It's been a month. Let him see his son. Let Dog see his son, though, and quit the childish shit. DDG, better avatar eyes. Congrats, Haley. If you're out, let DDG babysit his son instead of a random. Yes, I'm sucking DICK, and yes, DDG F's the baddest hoes. Now what, bitch? You're a horrible person for not letting Daryl see Halo while you were partying in New York and then taking him with you to a different country right afterwards. It's been a month since he saw his son. Put your hatred for him aside and become a better person. So, take you something. I encourage every mother that is going through anything like this. If a father put out a false narrative, like you didn't meet him at the visitation spot when you did, but he wasn't there. And he put out a false narrative to try to get his fans to come after you in a negative way, calling you all type of bad mom, bad parent, deadbeat, bitter, and this, that, and the other. Take it to court, okay? Because just like in this case, they're trying to push a narrative to their fans to drag you because they're bitter, but they're doing it to drag you, to intimidate you, to agitate you, annoy you, harass you, hurt you, all of those things. That is abuse. Take it to court. Let's continue. Exhibit number 7. It says, what is this one? This one is, it just says pretty much confirms the Halle Bailey, Brent. Oh, it looks like some pictures of her with another guy he put together. And it says, keeping Halo away from DDG while Brent playing stepdad in St. Lucia is nasty work. So I guess it's a picture of, I don't know if she's dating this dude or not. Anyway, that was something. All right. Anyway, this foul bet. So I don't know if Brett's her boyfriend, but apparently somebody put a collage together and tried to make it seem like they were in St. Lucia's together. And she's like, I am not even with him. Like, what are you talking about? Okay. And then it says DDG can't see his son because Haley took Halo to go be with Brett Fayez in St. Lucia's trenches. You think you're hurting my feelings when you really just ruining your own image. This is a terrible look. Make you look disgusting and evil. Enjoy your vacation. Happy Mother's Day. but just have the same energy when it's my turn to have him. I'm on the same shit. This man is jealous, y'all. This man is jealous and bitter. That's what this is all about, okay? He did not want to lose Haley, okay? He didn't want to lose Haley. She broke up with him because of his badass attitude and physical abuse, okay? Physical abuse. Let's continue. The next exhibit is this one. Is she put BD? That means baby daddy. Baby daddy. Bitter baby daddy. That she need to add a B to that. Bitter baby daddy. Daryl, are you tired of harassing me? This is what she sent him while on vacation. Are you tired of harassing me? You make up a new lie. I read that one already. You make up a new lie on me every day. I'm in St. Lucia having fun with Charmaine and Chloe, not with any man out here. I wouldn't do that. I have Halo. I told your mom I was going to be with my sister last week. Please let me enjoy my Mother's Day in peace. I hope you are okay and feel better soon. Now, this is after this man then said, you think you're hurting my feelings? Huh? Let's read it. The response she gave him was way better than what he gave her. You think you're hurting my feelings when you really just ruining your own image? This is a terrible look. Make you look disgusting and evil. Enjoy your vacation. Happy Mother's Day, but just have the same energy when it's my time to turn up to have him. I'm on the same shit. This is a damn jealous, bitter ass man. So anyway, she showed what she replied back to him. And this is at 6:47 in the morning. Good Lord. What time does that say? So he sent her the pictures of somebody posting, whoever this Kirkland is. Who knows? It could be him with a fake ass page. You know what I mean? But he sent this to her while she's on her trip. Make that make any type of sense. Bitter. Anyway, I think this is it. Let me see. Hold on. Yes, that's it. I did not want to show their addresses and whatnot. That is the court order. And now the judge came back and he granted temporary, how do you say that word? Sole custody. So until they go to court with, what day is it? I think they go June let me tell you in a minute, the 4th. I think they go back to court on June the 4th. I'm getting the dates mixed up. Do I have the right case? Hold on, because I'm thinking of somebody else going to court. But no. Let me see when they go back to court. Oh no, hold on. This is not it. I think they go to court on the 4th. Let me so they go to court on, hold on. I think it's the 4th. But the judge granted it. The judge granted her order, and he actually cannot come around her. He cannot come around their son right now until they go back to court. And she did get permitted to go to Italy for 8 weeks with her child. And he's mad. Oh, Britt is the singer? Okay. What do you sing? What does Brett sing? The judge granted her everything she asked for. Everything, including supervised visitation until they go to court. Okay? So the judge bought a story. She proved the case. And he is mad and saying, actually, he's being quiet right now, but when it first hit the news or social media, he says, I didn't even know that she was doing this. All right? He claimed he didn't know that she was doing this. I want to play a clip. Okay, so I got another message saying, yeah, all right, let me block him because somebody else texted me and said, you are a distraction, Quan. Now we let you stay in here. And now I got the second message that you are a distraction. Where's Quan, y'all? I don't even see him. Somebody made some loud noise up in here. Thank you, Bonita, for the loud noise and the $25 tip, baby. Thank you. I don't see Quan. Is this message up to date? Maybe it came because I haven't responded and it just came back again because I don't see him. Okay. So I'm not sure. All right. So anyway, but he was granted, I mean, she was granted everything that she asked for. She will be allowed to take the child out of the country. I do want to find out, I want to say it's the 4th. Okay, June the 4th. Thank you so very much. I do want to find out how this is going to pan out. And the reason being is because he's a very cocky guy. And he even threatened to take the child from her. I want to play a clip with you guys right quick to let y'all see what type of energy DDG be on when it's time for when he's doing these interviews with these different people about his child. Okay, so let me pull that up right quick. It is
to be around his son. This has always been about.
All right, I'm only going to show the I'm only going to let you hear. I'm going to put their picture up while we hear this guy explain this about
DDG's power
DDG.
over Halle by having access to his son. DDG has been using his son, and it's catching up to him. Let's talk about it. We've seen them go back and forth on social DDG situation. We've been seeing it for a minute. We've seen them go back and forth on social media. And the last couple of months, maybe even close to a year, it's been DDG talking to himself. We've seen him use his streaming platform to entice her, to irritate her, to do all types of stuff. There's even a video of DDG talking to an AI robot. He's talking to an AI, and the AI has the voice of the mother of his child.
Where is that?
Now, I told y'all about that. I want y'all to hear this crazy ass shit that this man is talking to an AI and answering in Haley's voice. Now, like I told y'all, we know somebody else that did some foolishness just like this. Okay, just like this. But it was basically to bash the mother of his daughter. Okay, but listen to this craziness. It's gonna start off saying, "Where is Halo?"
And the AI has the voice of the mother of his child.
Where is Halo at?
What do you mean? He's sleeping, he's in bed, RN?
Give me my son back.
What? Why are you acting like this? What have I ever done for you to act like I'm some sort of monster that would keep your son from you?
Because you don't know how to respect me and you disrespect me in public over Usher concert. Where is my son at? I'm taking my son.
This man is using AI and streaming it to his audience like he's talking.
Now, let me stop for a second, okay? So, DDG and Haley went to an Usher concert, right? And during that Usher concert, Usher was, y'all know how Usher get, honey. Y'all know how Usher get, baby, honey. Y'all know how Usher gets, okay? He was getting ready to feed her some type of fruit. I don't know if it was a strawberry or a cherry. But he was about to feed Haley a piece of fruit. And DDG interrupted it and took the fruit for himself. Can you say jealous? He didn't want to have fun. And he called it disrespect because, honey, she had a mouth open ready to receive that fruit. And he wasn't having it, okay? He was not having it, so he intervened Usher about to put a piece of fruit in her mouth, and he's like, oh, hell no, okay? Now, you know that's just all in fun. Y'all know that's just what Usher do or whatever. And he's like, no, that's disrespect. So that's what DDG is talking about on here when he says, you disrespected me in public, because she was ready to receive that fruit before he intervened. Okay? You say jealous, 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 jealous. Here we go. So I'm gonna let y'all hear that again. That part right there again.
Usher concert. Where is my son
Hold
at?
on.
I'm some sort of monster that would keep your son from you.
Because you don't know how to respect me and you disrespect me in public. Over. Usher concert. Where is my son at? I'm taking my son.
This man is using AI and streaming it to his audience like he's talking to her. And the AI is using Haley's voice.
That's it.
This man has been doing this stuff for a minute, if we're being honest. The way DDG has been using his platform, like these streamers are 14-year-old men. They are 14-year-old men, and it has gotten completely out of control.
Yes.
Between him and Casanat, the other streamers, what is happening? What is bring back our boys? Like, what is happening? Like, this man is doing this to the mother of his child.
Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so for a man to come out and disrespect, disparage, and push a narrative for people to bash the mother of his children or child. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Okay, let's continue.
And he is making money off of it. Building social capital on the harassment that you're doing to the mother of your child. And these images and videos are going to forever be on the net.
Absolutely. They don't disappear, which means Halo is 18 months right now. He will be 18 years one day, and he will hear what his daddy did to his mother.
Your son is going to grow up and see these things eventually. And I have so much respect for Halle, who took it to the courthouse. She was granted and filed for a restraining order and received it. A restraining order is not something that you just get immediately. Halle had to show proof that there was harm potentially that's going to happen to her. And some of the images that she used, text messages, a picture of bruises on her arm, even a chipped tooth, which she talked about back in January of this year, that she went to the dentist to get a tooth fixed because...
And she did. She came out and talked about that, that she was going to get a tooth fixed. And she didn't even tell nobody that he did it. She literally was like, oh, I've been thinking about going to the dentist and getting veneers because I got a chipped tooth. I'm a little afraid. I'm a little scared. I'm a little nervous. But I need to get my tooth fixed because I chipped it. She literally could have came out and told the world that this man chipped a tooth. She spared his ass, as so many women often do.
It was chipped.
I've always been a little scared of the dentist, but I'm going for my regular cleaning and also because I chipped my tooth and I'm just a little nervous. It's been...
They reportedly got into it so bad that he slammed her head on the steering wheel.
And yes, they were split up at the time she chipped her tooth. They broke up in December of 2024. He chipped her tooth in January and she still spared his ass. Okay? She didn't even report him for chipping her damn tooth at that time.
And that the only reason why that she left and went with him is because her son was getting fussy and crying while this was happening. Again, this man does not care about his son. Now, for the longest, we have always heard...
And I agree with this YouTuber. A man does not care about his child if he's willing to put the mother of his child in a frenzy, harass her, disrespects her, abuse her, physically, verbally, or emotionally. If he's willing to do that to the mother of his child, he does not love his child. You can't convince me otherwise.
Heard the jokes about the angry, bitter baby mama who uses her child to get back at the baby daddy, to withhold them being able to see them for, hey, I need some money. You're not going to be able to see your child until I get some money. All of the things. We've seen all of it. We've seen images of.
Yes, we have. What he's saying is so true. We have always heard about bitter baby mamas. We've heard about bitter baby mamas. There's so many songs out there about bitter baby mamas. It became a theme for a while, right? It became this thing. Bitter baby mama this, bitter baby mama that. It was blogger after, I'm not even blogger, but rapper after rapper making bitter baby mama songs. I think they even got some bitter baby mama song where like it's some type of rap song you can shake your booty to. Bitter baby mama, whatever. They've always talked about bitter baby mama. But bitter baby daddies are a thing. And in 2025, we are going to talk about it. We are going to start outing these bitter baby daddies because it exists. They exist. There are lots of them. And we're going to start exposing these bitter baby daddies. 2025. It's time to turn up the volume to let people know that bitter baby daddies is real. They absolutely exist. And they're probably more than bitter baby mamas. Why you playing? Okay? Okay? Let's go.
In our movies, in our plays, all the things. Hey, Tyler Perry, we've seen that. And you know what? To be honest, looking at it now, it is men doing that. It is men doing that. And they recognize it because they benefit so much from patriarchy that this system that they have set up has women having a stronger connection to their children than the men. They have set this system up and then they benefit from it in this type of way. I'm going to take your child away from you because that's going to make you hurt.
Did y'all hear that? Hey, these baby daddies be wanting to take the child away, not because they feel that they would be a better parent for the child, not because it would be in the best interest for the child, because it will make the mother hurt. These bitter ass baby daddies want to take the child because they know it will hurt the mother's feelings and her heart and her soul. That's why we want these children. Not because it's in the best interest, not because they can feed a child, clothe a child, finance a child, teach a child better. No. Hell no. It's because it will hurt the mom, and they know that. It will hurt the mother. Okay, let's go.
I'm not going to feel that type of pain because we don't hear that when it comes to women having full custody of their children, not to the grand scale, not in massive. That happens a lot. And men are okay with it. They will even avoid paying child support for years. They have no concern about seeing their children for years. But they know doing this type of manipulation to make this mother feel bad, it works. And DDG has played it, and now Halle is taking it to the courthouse. The fact that she won.
I encourage all mothers to take this to the courthouse. Stop letting these men play on y'all top. Stop letting these men threaten y'all, saying they're going to take y'all child when they ain't even paying child support. They don't give two fucks about the child's school. Then all of a sudden, out the blue, they acting like they such a concern as parent. You know what I'm saying? They can go missing. You know, they don't call during scheduled visitation. Then all of a sudden, they call one day and then want to run the court and shit like that. Take these jokers to court. Don't let them play on your top.
This restraining order says a lot. It says a lot. And come to find out from what is being reported, DDG was upset and reached out to her at the thought or the notion that her going out of the country to work, to film a movie for 2 months, was her trying to hook up with somebody or lay up with men, because the blogs and these Instagram and Twitter accounts that report on these couples and stuff talked about it and inflated that she was doing some stuff. All of these things are dangerous. These are the same accounts that are out here right now posting stuff about Megan Thee Stallion and supporting Tory Lanez. These accounts are so dangerous, and we need to call them out. And there is no type of accountability for these type of accounts that are able to persuade a audience on something that is completely misinformation.
They're called flying monkeys. Okay, what he's talking about is flying monkeys. People with these flying monkeys with these accounts that's putting out false information, like shit, like oh, this person, this blogger, this mother of 6 stole a Target photo off of TikTok or whatever and said it was her. They just lie, put out false information, and then spread it around amongst 50 content creators and run with it with their supporters. They just lie. They make up lies like that and they push it. It's called flying monkeys, okay? They push false narratives, okay? They make up shit, pull it out their ass, and blog about it.
The fact that Halle had to say she would not do that, she's not going to be around any man while she has her son, because that would make her look like a bad mother. She can be around another man that is better than DDG with her son. The reasons why men feel bad that a child is around another daddy, we need to really call it out.
Oh, I need y'all to tune in on this one right here, honey. We need to tune in and listen to what he say about this. This is from a man's point of view. He's about to tell us why men are really bothered that another man is around his child, okay? I need y'all to tune in to this one right here, honey. Let's go, let's go.
It's because they feel like they're being replaced, because at the end of the day, the child and the mother are their property. That's what that is. That is what that is. And men be feeling some type of way about that. We've seen it from...
Did y'all hear that? He said the reason why they feel some type of way, because the child and they feel like the child and the child's mother is their property. Yeah, you heard what I said. Let me run that back right quick. Let me run that back. The reason why they be feeling some type of way about another man being around their child.
She would not do that. She's not going to be around any man while she has her son, because that would make her look like a bad mother. She can be around another man that is better than DDG with her son. The reasons why men feel bad that a child is around another daddy, we need to really call that out. It's because they feel like they're being replaced, because at the end of the day, the child and the mother are their property. That's what that is. That is what that is. And men be feeling some type of way about that. We've seen it from celebrity to even in our own lives. Look at how Offset is moving. The same manipulation these men are doing can be said to all of them. How Offset is moving. How Iman has been moving with Tiana Taylor. These men know exactly what's going on and they do not care. But speaking specifically to DDG, we've seen him do streams time and time again. You can tell that Halle has probably had a conversation with him that she does not like that. Hey, don't do that. And he has did it over and over again. I'm noticing a thing throughout all of these situations, even when it comes to Keke Palmer and even going to casting. These women are in the industry, and this is something I've said time and time again, that their image is everything, and these men have power over them.
And they want to hurt their image, okay? They want to hurt the image of these women. That is DDG's role right now. You heard him say in a clip earlier that I played that I have been sparing her golden image, okay? He's saying that because he wants to ruin that golden image. He doesn't want her to have a golden image anymore. He wants people to think that she's a salty, bitter baby mom, when in fact, he is the bitter baby daddy, okay? So she was Haley before they met, okay? And he feels away because she broke off the relationship because of what? His badass attitude, and he likes to put hands on people. And his mouth, okay?
Considering Halle is well more known than a DDG, she has a very promising career. She's very talented. But her dealing with the possibility of her being a bad mother that does not have her child can hurt her image. We joke about it. Hey, you can't be a Disney princess and be a baby mama. She had to hide that. She had to hide that. And I hate that she didn't. We talked about that. The standards for women having to keep this image is not the same for men. DDG can be a terrible father. He can do all of these things on streaming. He can harass her and all these and still have the support.
And still make money. Did you hear what she said? He just said he could be a terrible father. He don't have to be a show up dad. He don't have to be a child support financing paying dad. He could be a terrible deadbeat ass dad and he'll still make money. Why? Because he has millions and millions and millions of followers that will believe anything that he says out his mouth. He will make money if they hate on him online or not. He'll still make money.
He can still have it. He doesn't lose anything because there is no bar. You can be just as trash, but he knows, without him even knowing the definition, that he can do these things to her. He knows that her image is important. That's why he does these live streams, because he wants to have power over her so she can reach out to him and tell him to stop. He's very manipulative.
And what do narcissists like? Tell me something in the comments that narcissists like. They like to disrupt your damn peace is something that they like. So he does these things. Why? Because he wants her to reach out. He wants her to say stop. Narcissists love trying to get their supplies attention. And when they can't get the attention, what do? They escalate what it is that they're doing. They escalate it. You'll be like, damn, why they doing that? Because the supply, the narcissistic supply, they're ignoring them. They're maybe not answering the phone, not responding back in no negative, derogatory way. They're not feeding them their narcissistic damn juice or whatever. They're not feeding it to them. So they keep on. And he wants her attention. He wants her to say, can you please stop? And
I don't even need to say allegedly at this point because the writing's on the wall. We see it. Like, it's no alleged. This man is doing the thing. All the stuff that he's doing, all the tactics, he's showing us who he is time and time again. The same thing that Keke Palmer experienced with her baby daddy. Like, even with Keke Palmer being way more known than a Darius, he still had power over her because I can be called abusive and all these things, but you being a victim can hurt your career. Think about that.
Yeah.
I want you to think about that. So when we talk about why don't they leave? Why did they stay? This is versions of it. People like Keke Palmer.
Because being a victim is not exactly the best thing for your career. Being a victim of domestic violence is not a good look.
And Halle don't want that mess out in the public because it can stain their careers more than it will the men. Again, I ask this question all the time. How many bad mothers do you see that are successful? You cannot be any type of female celebrity and be called a bad mother. You cannot be called that. You cannot be called that. The only one I can think of is Drea. And that one is complicated because she still benefits from desire. So there is some shielding from it, but she still doesn't get access to the same opportunity that a man would. She doesn't get to be these things and speak to the Grammy Academy. She doesn't get to receive awards and things. And I don't mess with Drea Michelle. Like, I think she's terrible, especially her relationship right now. But men are allowed to be abusive. We've seen some of the biggest abusers get awards over the last couple of years. And there's nothing said about it. Dr. Dre recently got an award. Diddy recently got an award. And while accepting that award, what did he do? I want to shout out and thanks to Kathy for holding me down in the dark place. That's what that man said. And right now, he's having to look her in the eyes right now as she talks about the things that she has experienced while being 8 months pregnant. Let's talk about the cycle of abuse because it is.
Okay, I just kind of wanted to talk about DDG. Let me see if he touched back on DDG again.
Even when they're not as known as them. Because again, they know, hey, you being called a bad mother, you don't want to deal with that drama. And that's what DDG did. Going back to Cassie B.
Okay, so somebody said, why wait 5 months to file? You mean 5 months to file that he chipped her tooth? Because, you know, sometimes people want to give people grace, right? They want to say, you know what? I don't want to interrupt my child father, right? I don't want him to go to jail. I don't want him to have a bad name. I don't want him to lose support. I don't want to come out here and put him on blast. But enough is enough. There are women out there that will try their damnness to cover for their abuser. They do it quite often. But enough is enough. So when you say, why wait 5 months to file? She proved that it happened. He hasn't came out here yet and said that is not true. He actually has been silent. Okay? He hasn't come out here and said it wasn't true. And if he has, send me to that. He has not said that he has not abused her. We've seen the text message. This man broke in her home 4 different occasions. Sent her a picture of her bed. Like, who does that? Who does that?
On their stand right now, recounting these things, and we got to stop playing like they are. And people are asking why Cassie didn't leave. They called out DDG for these things. Ruby Rose accused him of these things in the past, and people laughed at it. They didn't take it serious. And the interesting thing to me about that is, does benefit from desire, but it kind of was dismissive of what Ruby Rose.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and stop right there because he's getting into something else right now. So anyway, back to what we were saying. I think the takeaway from what he was saying is these men think that these women are their property. Okay, even though they're the baby mamas, they also think that they're the property. That's why he doesn't want to get a visitation schedule, because he wants to be able to pop up when he wants to. And he's actually said that before. He was like, if I want to just come through and take my child out to dinner, the baby is 18 months old, okay? It ain't like he's 15 and 16. But if I want to just pop up and take my child out to dinner, I should be able to do so without having to set up a schedule with you. Like, who are you? He's even threatened to take the child and have full custody and only give her visitation, right? He's done this on live, on the streaming. She hasn't done any of this. She does not fight with him in public about their child. He fights with her. I mean, he says things out there. He put it out there. He put a little bit here, put a little bit there, put a little bit there. He does it because he wants his supporters to harass her, to mess up her image is what he's trying to do. He's trying to destroy her image. So I am so glad. Yes, and you're right. Who said that? Because I said he hasn't came out and said he didn't do it. You're right. He is under gag order because the judge did tell him he cannot say Haley or his son's name until they go to court. So he is not allowed to speak. And you know what? I really hope the judge tell him that he can't say their names no more. Not necessarily his son, but Halo's name. Not nickname, not Halo, but Haley. No, don't say her name, nickname, subliminal name. Don't talk about her and what's going on in your son's life ever again. I hope the judge grant that. And the reason why I say that is because it's so many men out here trying to tarnish the image of their baby mom because maybe they're not in the position that they wish they were in. Some have been doing it for years now. You know, his only mistake was not filing for 50% custody. He should have done that from the beginning. Did he have joint custody? That's the same thing as 50%. But why file for 50% and your ass ain't paying child support? He ain't even giving her no money. And I don't know, say, oh, she'd make more money. So he's still responsible. I'm not giving him no breaks over here. If y'all think I'm about to give him a break over here, you can cancel Christmas because he ain't getting no breaks over here, honey. None whatsoever. can't even talk about I can't even talk about his own son. Like, that's crazy. Oh, y'all think him not being able to talk about his son is crazy? He tries to use his son as a weapon against the mother by coming online and saying things like, she's not letting me see my child. He's using his child as a weapon. We've seen this before. That's just for play. You understand what I'm saying? Until he stops doing that, I do believe that the judge should order him to hush his mouth talking about that, you know? She should have never played with that man if she didn't want him saying her name. What do you mean by play with the man? So you think the 2-year relationship was her just playing with him? She said their relationship ended because of his horrible attitude, okay? And his mouth, calling her bitches and, you know, accusing her of cheating and this, that, and the other, whatever. Who wants to be in a relationship like that? She probably genuinely loved him and said, and before realizing what type of person that he was, and probably said, nah, he's too weak to be with me. You know what I mean? He didn't want a custody schedule. No, he did not. You want to know why? Because he want to pop up when he want to pop up. He's in a better position than her. Well, that's your opinion. But if he's in a better position than her, then why he's not financially providing for his son? Why he's not talking about, lady, you batshit crazy. Well, that's my opinion over here. You know, I'm gonna speak my opinion over here, house of hypocrites. I'm definitely gonna speak my opinion. He must be your boy, and your boy is an abuser. Your boy talk filth out his mouth. Your boy bring his business to the internet because he's a weakling. Okay, so it might be your boy, but over here I'm gonna voice my opinion. And yeah, I gave your boy credit months ago for coming out here and somewhat protecting his baby mama. But I see when you can write a text and you can post and call your baby mama a bitch, you're definitely not trying to protect her. Okay? If they had a schedule, he wouldn't have this issue. You know? She's the abuser. Yeah, okay, I don't believe that. I don't believe that, because if that's the case, then he can prove it. He needs to prove that. If she's the abuser, he needs to prove that. But maybe that's what he's convinced. Well, the judge don't think so. Okay. Your reputation is more than money. She is in a better position. Exactly. Thank you for saying that, Blue. Because your reputation is more than money. All right. He may make more money, you know, because she is an actress and, you know, she gets a role here or a role there. So he may make more money, but he's a horrible individual to disparage. Any man disparaging his baby mama online is a piece of shit. Period. Thank you so much, Barbara. So much. I appreciate the love, you guys. Appreciate the love. That gag order prevented him to coming out with evidence. He doesn't need to come out with evidence. She didn't come out with evidence. She took it to court, and that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to fight in court, not online. She took it to court. She did what she was supposed to do. Take it to court. His ass want to come out and fight online because he want people to harass her. Period. They have a child together. That's not child-centered to bring your drama online. It's not child-centered. Okay? I'm going to read a few more, and then we're going to, I can't wait until that Ring camera footage comes out. Me too, girl, because she said she has it. And when she says she has it, she has to show the judge. I mean, and here's the thing. Just because she was granted temporary restraining order does not 100% mean that it will be granted on June the 4th, but we just have to wait and see. Now, on June the 4th, if the judge come back and say it stands, then that means she proved her case. And House of Hypocrites, you're just going to have to pick your face up off the ground there, bro. Unfortunately. She ain't take him to court. She took an allegation to court. Y'all have to know the difference. Well, and the judge believed her allegation. Okay? Didn't she try to protect the baby from the internet started posting the child. Am I right? Yes, you are absolutely correct. She tried to protect the baby from the internet, but nope, that's not what type of time he was on. I think that people from the other side, the other side is in the gated hood. Child, they'll go against me. If I say the weather's hot outside, they're gonna say it's cold, but it's all good. People can have different opinions. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. I believe he didn't go to court because he knew it would come out. Now he claimed he didn't. You know, let me clear that up right quick. Let me clear that up. As far as him not going to court, he didn't know about this order. Okay, so she said the reason why she didn't tell him that she was seeking a restraining order because one, she was in fear of what he may do, right? That the abuse may escalate. Two, she was feared that he may take her child and run somewhere and not come back for a while. So she said she did say that she went to court without letting him know what was going on. And she sought a custody, a restraining order and a custody order to be put in place because of that reason. It don't take much to get a DV order, but to prevent him from being a father, no, you're not going to make him a weekend father. He is a good father. He may come out just on the internet and pretend he's a good father, but no one can convince me that a father who disparaged his child online or allow others to disparage his child's mother online is not a good father. They are a piece of shit. They just a camera dad. Okay. So the fact that, he calls her bitch and, all this other shit or whatever and made diss songs. What's up with the diss song? He made a diss song about her. I think more than one too. That's not a good father. You don't do that. That is not child-centered. You can't convince me that you're a good father if you're going to make a diss track about the mother of your child. You are a horrible ass individual and a horrible ass father. He found out while he was live streaming. Yeah, he found out that he had a restraining order on him while he was live. Yes, he did. I don't have no pity for him at all. None whatsoever. She had to show evidence to get a restraining order, and she did. She showed her arm. She showed her chipped tooth, and she said she has. The dude broke in her home and took a photo of her bed. Hell, she should have a stalking charge on his ass. Criminally stalking. Because that's what it is. Breaking and entering, stalking. She's on vacation in St. Lucia, and he's texting her about some bullshit. Make that make sense. He's a whole harasser out here in these streets. Okay. She said, yeah, I won't agree with a diss song. Exactly. Because why? Why do a diss song on your child's mom? If you care so much about your child, because your child, son or daughter, will hear that one day. Because what'll happen is you might put it out because you're in your feelings for a moment, but a blogger like myself and a bunch of other nosy neighbors, they're going to grab that diss song and they're going to distribute it around. They're going to distribute it around, and so many people are going to hear it and keep passing it around. So when that child turns 18 one day, guess what? That child is going to hear that diss song about their mom. There's too many men out here want to hear their father making a diss track about their mom at all. So she was on vacation and he was in her bedroom taking photos. No. So the day that he went and took a photo, she went on vacation that day. It was a different day. But she put in the report that he entered into her home 4 different times and said that she will bring the Ring camera footage to court. Now, here's the thing. If she's lying, it's going to come out in court. If she cannot produce the Ring camera footage, then it's going to come out that she lied, right? But if she's able to show the judge that he broke into her home not 1 time, not 2 times, not 3, but 4 different times, broke into her home, then that's wrong. Come on. Just because he's a baby daddy, he gets to enter her home without her knowledge, without her permission. Just because you're a baby father does not give you that right whatsoever. That's breaking and entering. Would you allow your baby mama to break into your home? Can your baby mama just pop up and be like, I'm getting in because you didn't answer the phone. I'm coming in. Man, y'all had that baby mama locked up, baby. That baby mama will be in jail. Okay? And y'all will be online talking about it. Yeah, I locked my baby mama up. Who the hell she thinks she is coming to my house unannounced? You don't come to my house unannounced. You know? She didn't win nothing. They have a court on 6th of June. I thought it was the 4th of June. Well, you say she didn't win, but a temporary restraining order to where you can't even mention your baby mama or your child right now is a win to me. Hey, the fact that the judge granted her to take her child to Italy for 8 weeks, 2 months, to Italy outside of the country because he was going to say, hell no, the child can't go, right? Because he wanted her to leave the child with him. The fact that the judge granted that is a win. Baby, that's a win. That's a win. She got temporary custody until June, so she did win for now. Exactly. She won for now. We will find out. But the evidence she has, or she thinks she has, to me is, I feel like it's sufficient. That's just me. I feel like it's sufficient. We'll see. It's all temporary. They do this to men all the time. Not all the time. Some of them, they deny temporary custody. I mean, temporary restraining order. Everybody don't get temporary restraining order. He showed up 3 hours early. He done lost his everlasting mind to be in her bedroom. I would have said, BET, stay right there. I would have said, bet, stay right there. She wasn't there. She wasn't even there to say bet, Tina. She wasn't home. He did it and sent her a photo of the bedroom, basically saying, I see you. But he said, I see what you up to. I see what type of time you on. They're broken up. He shouldn't care if she got another man stretched out in her bed, giving it to her. He shouldn't care. They're not together. If they ain't together, she can have 6 men in her bed. Fucking off every last one of them. Right? That ain't his business no more. And he don't have control over it. He wants to control her. Now, I don't know if y'all know what control is, but that right there is control, baby. That's control, honey. That is control, honey. The law recognized him as a temporary fool. She said the law recognized his ass as a temporary fool. Okay, he's a temporary fool. She said he was terrorizing her and he should just sit back and try to work something out to see his kid and give her a little bit of something from time to time. He isn't with the son and be done. So are you saying like a little bit of something like money or a little bit of something like some Peter Jeter? Because, I mean, but you are correct. He should try to work something out with her. What's wrong with a schedule? Even if the schedule is I get Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and you get Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, or whatever, they should work out a schedule. I don't think anybody that's not in a relationship, if you have a child, it don't matter if you're in a relationship or not. I don't think anybody that is not in a relationship, I don't think it's healthy for them to have that much access to you and can just pop up anytime and say, I'm here to pick up my son. That could become very dangerous. I don't think it should be done. I don't think the child's father should be able to pop up and say, I'm here to see my child. And I don't think that the mother should be able to pop up and say, I'm here to see my child without prior arrangements. I just don't think so. That's not safe at all. And I don't see how he thinks that it is. That's actually kind of weird. Oh, I could just be in here doing whatever and knock. I'm here to get my child. No. You lost those privileges. Exactly. Boundaries have to be set. He can't just come over her house. He wants that control. He lost that. And that's what he's mad at. Y'all don't see that. But the ones that's not the ones that's in their feelings or whatever, y'all don't see that. But I'm telling you, that's what it is. He wants that control. He wants to be able to pop up whenever he wants to because he wants that control. I guarantee you, she can't pop up at his house. He can't pop up at his house. I mean, she can't pop up at his house without prior knowledge. That's why I like a system. They run away from the system organization. Exactly. Now, you know, they say narcissists can't stand being in a system or box or following the damn rules. They don't like that. So he's not going to like that schedule shit at all. He don't pay child support. She said he paid child support one time since they've been together. One time. But somebody, who was the fella that came in here and said that she's in a better position than him? I mean, excuse me, he's in a better position than her. If he's in a better position than her, then why he only paid child support one time? Answer me that. Riddle me that right there. Why he only paid child support one time? Are you going to say because he has his child just as much as she does? That's real and fair. She said, that's why, okay, he doesn't care about the schedule. He's mentioning the schedule solidifies, then going back together, and then he flips. And then worrying about who she's with while on vacation. I know he's saying, I heard him say something like, I will never be with another woman around my child. But that's not true because eventually he will. That's not even reasonable to say, we're not together, but I don't want my child around another man. That's not reasonable because it will happen. People move on with their lives. He's going to be around another woman and she's going to be around another man. So to say, I don't want you on vacation with another man or I don't want another man around my child, it's just not reasonable. And the judge is going to tell him that. He cannot make those demands. Now, out of respect, because the relationship is still, or should I say the breakup is still kind of new. They broke up in, but they weren't together that damn long in the first place. But they broke up in December, January, February, March, April, May. It's 5 months, okay? 5 months since they broke up. DDG, Daryl just needs to go heal. He just needs to go heal. Go talk to somebody. Go, I don't know, get on top of another woman. I don't know, but he needs to go heal. He needs to go and find out what caused them to break up and anything that he feels that he attributed to it, just go work on it. He's still young and he still has time. But to think that it is reasonable to expect your child's mom to never take your child around another man, that is not reasonable. And it's going to happen. Trust. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's called life. I don't know nobody that stuck by that forever. I mean, like I said, it may be for the now, but definitely not forever. So, I mean, if he gets the kid half the time, then maybe he shouldn't have to help out with the whole lot unless they have that type of relationship. But from out of his own mouth, he gets the kids 3 days out of the weeks right now. That's a lot of time. Most parents, most secondary parents, I guess if that's what you want to call them, they don't get a child 3 days out of the week. But she said it's been times when he would go a whole month without talking to his child or coming by to see his child. And then all of a sudden he want her to drop everything she's doing and meet him. That's not good. And then he takes the child and go take the child over his mama's house, and then he goes wherever else. So it's not really him having the child, it's just he wants the child away from the mom. She said they broke up longer than 5 months ago. I thought she said they broke up in December of 2024. Is that not what it said? They ended the relationship December 24. I was only basing off what she put in the write-up. Let me see. She said, Daryl and I were involved in a romantic relationship for about 2 years, beginning in 2022 and ending in 2024. Oh, she said it ended in 2024. She said our son Halo was born December 2023. Okay, I got it wrong. The son was born December 2023, but they broke up in 2024. So correction, thank you. But she says our relationship ended because of Daryl's temper and lack of respect towards me. He often called me profanity names in front of our son, including evil and bitch. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. And she is a woman that, you know, a lot of young women these days, I'm not sure why, they have, and some of the old ones too, which I really find puzzling, but they have accepted that being called the word bitch is normal. And I'm here to tell you that shit is not normal. That either come from a man that wasn't taught better, or it come from a man that just gonna treat you the way you allow him to treat you. Because if you nip that shit in the bud right away and say, I'm not a bitch, you would not refer me to as a bitch. You would not refer me to as no names or whatever. You gotta teach a man how to treat you. But if you accept it, then yes, he's going to continue to do it. But you got to put your foot down and say, you are not calling me a bitch, because I am not a bitch. Now, we can act like a bitch, but that we don't want to be called a bitch. That's disrespectful. Very much disrespectful. Because when she fire back and call you a Tootsie Roll, that you got a Tootsie Roll, a big giant one, you know, like 50 Cent said, a P. Diddy guy. And she say that, you'll be ready to put hands on her. So if you don't want her saying your thing is shaped like a Tootsie Roll or Vienna sausage or shrimp, I need you not to call me the word B or any other derogatory words like oh, evil, bitch, heifer, any other words. You know what I mean? So anyway, we're about to sum this up. Well, actually, we've already summed it up. We're going to end this live and we're going to come back. Not right now, but maybe in half an hour or so. And I'm going to talk about the updates on Diddy. Okay, so this was just dedicated to DDG. I was going to do both of them at the same time. And I was like, nah, DDG need his own right here. And then y'all know Diddy need his own because Lord Jesus. Diddy! Oh my Lord, baby. Because when I heard what the baby oil was for, y'all, anyway, y'all, we coming back. We coming back to talk about Diddy. We coming back to talk about Diddy, okay? But I need to take a break. And I know y'all got some other things to do. So if you want to hear about Diddy, pull back up. And if you can't hear it, just make sure you do check the replay and hit that thumbs up and put in the comments replay, okay? I'm going to give a shout out to those that blessed me on this live stream. I do appreciate you so very much. I am honored for anything that you do donate toward my channel. I appreciate all my members. Those are the ones that lit up in green. And if you too want to be lit up in green, go to the front of my page and hit join, okay? Join. Thank you very much to my members. Big shout out to my members. Thank you so much, Break Room, for the love. She said, shout out, hey, queens, hey, girl. And Break Room came back again, 6 months member. Get in here. We in here tonight. Okay, girl. Glenn says, member for 15 months. Happy Thursday. I'm going to be in the woods starting tomorrow morning. It's camping time for me. All right, sis going camping, girl. Be careful, girl. Break Room came back again and said, let's talk about it. Thank you, Break Room. I appreciate you, love. I'm here for the truth. Thank you so very much. She said, you so pretty and more. Aw, sometimes I be getting old and my little gray hairs be coming through, but hey, I appreciate the compliment. Oh, look at the photo, child. You know you. Y'all be taking me out with these damn photos. You hear me? Y'all just be taking me out, baby. But I see you, girl. Thank you, Sonia C, so very much. She said you're looking beautiful. Thank you, baby. Lady J, thank you for the super sticker. Talanda, bing, bing, bing. Thank you so very much. Latanya Green, Amoira, thanks for shining light on these narcissists. They're all the same, and they are everywhere. And the more you expose them, the more people will recognize their patterns of behavior. Thank you so very much, Latanya. I appreciate you, girl. Thank you, Candid Eye. Are you back, girl? Are you back? She said, this is why you have to watch who you mate with. You end up with the RH and the DDG. Girl, what you just said, child. Girl, you right, though. Thank you, Barbara Clark. Amoira, just showing some love. Thank you so very much. Vanessa, member of 7 months there. We need 9 super chats. Wow. Talkers, we appreciate you. Thank you so very much, Vanessa. Barbara came back again and said, here you go, girl. Great entertainer, Amoira. I love it. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you, love. Lashina, great live. Thank you, Lashina. I appreciate that. And Lavette, let's make some noise for the host. Hit that super chat and show your love. Thank you so very much, Lavette. And who gave me a coffee earlier? Who did I say it was? I want to say it was, I can't remember, but let me look it up right quick. It was Benita. Thank you so very much, Benita. Oh, I think I got one from Valerie too. Yeah, I did get one from Valerie. Thank you, Valerie. Thank you, Benita. And also, thank you to Yasmin. Oh, you surprised me, girl. I didn't even know I had one. Thank you so very much. I appreciate that so very much. I do. So like I said, we're going to end this live stream and we're going to take a break and we're going to come back. Hit your notifications so that you would know when I'm coming back for Diddy. It might be like 30 or 45 minutes because I do want to get out and stretch. Maybe walk a little bit, walk up down the street or whatever, stretch my legs. And then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about Diddy. We're going to talk about the updates on Diddy, okay? And yeah, hit that thumbs up button and I'm going to talk to y'all soon. Mwah. Love y'all. Bye.
Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our names.
Yay! She kept talking about that family.
Hoes over there.
She kept talking about that family. 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 That family. She kept talking about that family. Talking about that family.
These motherfuckers got me want to listen on them. Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our